Hi, welcome to Going In, Sane with Temperance Tremaine. That's me, otherwise known as Tracy J, TJ, all of those. Hi, you guys. I missed you. Okay, time for a check-in. Woohoo! Some notes just now. Okay, so we're coming up on the full moon in Pisces. Have y'all noticed how big it is already? It's like huge, right? Driving yesterday, it was like so big coming off the horizon as it was rising. And I had to check to see when the full moon was happening because it looked like it was going to be like today because it was so big yesterday. I've gotten a couple of different days and times, so we're just going to call it. I think it's like that because it's going to be so big and powerful. The window for this portal, this moon magic opportunity is extended. I think that. So let's see for sure. I missed you guys. Okay, let's see. The first one that comes up is September 21st, 2021, which stands to reason because of the numbers, the 21st, 2021. Okay, so that makes total numerological sense to me in this year that we're having, right? So 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. So 3. Okay, so I'm doing the numerology on that. And if you 9 plus 2 is 11, plus 1 is 12. Add them together, that's 3. 2 and 1 is 3, 21. And 9 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 3, right? In the year of change and transformation, because that's a 5. All very interesting, because we all know that 3 stands for the Trinity, the trine, very powerful. Both the positive and the negative, they use that as symbolism, right? Yes, they do, because it's a powerful number. It embodies a lot of qualities and energies that it just embodies it and puts it out there. Okay, so numerology is interesting. Y'all might be going into that more. I recommend for your own personal numerology charts and information, go to thenumerologist.com. Okay, so this Pisces full moon, woof, and I will post it again. I'll put it in the comments. It was a video I watched yesterday, and I became fully aware of how fully magical this time was. Watching the moon and feeling the energy just yesterday. I mean, even yesterday, okay? There's a video about it, and it explains it. And it even goes into how the full moon, this particular Pisces moon, what it means, how it affects the world, how it affects Gaia, how it affects us, and it even breaks it down for the astrological signs, which is very interesting. Okay, that being said, the new moon in Pisces back in March, okay, this is a completion period, a full circle, if you will, okay? So kind of what was started back then is coming into fullness right now, okay? And the lessons learned and the experiences gleaned through this period of March till now. I mean, I just thinking about it for myself, I understand the significance of that. It's highly significant. Y'all think about it. What was happening in March? what's happened since March. Can you see the full circleness? I'm sure you can. If you think about it. Leave a comment if you care to share. Okay, so this is a powerful, powerful opportunity to release for all of us, each individual soul, to release that which does not serve us anymore. The pain that we've been triggered by holding on to, embracing our pain bodies from all the stuff that's been bubbled up since March, especially, but over the last 3 years, my gosh, right? Okay, we've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of soul awakening. That's why this channel of soul self-help and fast track to ascension or ascension assistance was created. Okay, so it's also a powerful time of release for the world. And we as individual souls, whether you're a light worker or whatever title you give yourself or don't, doesn't matter. Throat chakra. Throat chakras are an issue right now. That's part of this release that needs to happen. It's allowing that which we've stuffed down to come out, to be said. So it's not just stuck in our craw anymore. So it's not stuck in our head. We're not stuck in our head with our constant mind babble and fuckery that we do to ourselves because we allow it. Other people can't do it to us unless we allow it. We give them the power to fuck with us. And I'm not going to apologize, sorry. So I apologize anyway. We're allowing it. Okay? Don't forget. I will put the playlist of my soul self-help videos that I use myself, trust me, to remind me how to identify, feel, deal, heal. Identify. You have to first identify it. Then you feel it. And then you deal with it. You let it out. You purge. You embrace. That's what my soul self-help videos are for, okay? And then you heal from it. And that particular, portion of you that feels like Atlas with the world on his shoulders is free to do other things. And we got all that energy. And it's for Gaia. I love the visual I'm getting. Okay. So the world needs to be doing this too. And it will. You'll see. It may not be pretty. Purging is not necessarily a pretty thing to see, to watch, to feel, to experience. But it's necessary. Because without purging our pain body, without, if we're addicted to that sickness inside of us, the dysfunction and the, what's the word? The placatedness, complacent, the complacentness complacency that we come under because we're so used to it. We have to unburden ourselves so that we're free to do other things and manifest new earth. Okay, so that's a good segue. Gang is here, by the way. Can you tell? Hi, gang. Love you. Love team. Okay. It says, purging that which does not serve the highest good of all or self should be expected from ourselves, from the people around us, and from the global citizens, and from the structure, the government, the undivine matrix crap, right? That's why the undivine matrix is cracking up. And this purge will be evident. Mark my words, okay? Okay, so now I've already talked about the completion cycle from the new moon to this full moon. in Pisces. Okay. The world is still within a push-pull. I mean, and that's the citizens. Okay. That's the energies. You know, the push-pull of 3D versus Ascension. You know, anchor. You know, the Undefined Matrix trying to anchor in, and Gaia trying to ascend. And she is. We're helping. But the citizens on her as well. You know, the inhabitants of Gaia are in a push-pull too. I've been witness to this in a very unique way, having been traveling again. And I've been traveling pretty much since they said quarantine. I took off. I've been traveling all over the United States. It's been amazing. But I've been like witness to different areas, different cities, different states, different, you know, cultures, and how they're handling things. And like, for instance, in New Mexico, the governor said, we have to wear a mask. I said, well, you don't want me to buy your French fries? Okay, bye-bye. He said, well, the governor, I said, well, why? He said, because the governor said so. I'm like, well, I'm not from here. He ain't my governor. So what do you do with people like that? Sorry for shaking the video. I was like, I won't spend my money here. That's okay. I'll go somewhere else. I'll go somewhere else. Your governor is not my governor. And these government officials, they don't rule me. I do not comply. Neither should you. On the other hand, we're in polarity. Okay, so there's the polarities, like a magnet, the earth, and duality. Okay, those are two words and concepts that every soul needs to get a hold of. I've talked about them before, but you can also do your own research. But it's the polarity and the duality between faith and fear. I mean, there's some that are like, nope. And there's some that are going, yep. Okay. So what do we do? What's the answer? Okay. Well, compassionate detachment is the answer. Each soul is sovereign to make their own choices. Not engaging, not trying to debate is right now the answer. Try being up, finding like-minded, like-hearted, like soul contracted energies and entities and people and groups that are like you, and making the groups bigger and bigger and bigger. That's where it's at. I happen to know firsthand through someone who's achieving it in Boulder, Denver. They had rallies, they're gathering, and they're getting bigger and stronger. And it's time for us to start making noise. We've been so quiet for so long, going under PC and our own fear. Okay, come on, we have to eat our crow too, even if it's pterodactyl-sized crow. We're culpable and accountable for being quiet, even now, if we're still quiet. But now it's time for us to not be quiet. The other side, the ones that are stuck in fear and entitlement, our children, our parents, our families, many of our friends, if they're considered friends anymore, it's hard to tell. I mean, all we can do is detach from them, compassionately, and give them their sovereign respect for their soul journey to make their own choices. But that doesn't negate ours. Okay, so the only reason they got more attention was because they were noisier. That's the only reason. I've been on the NPC channel, NPC, okay? He's got 3. He's got international, NPC, and one other one. I forget the other one. But he does a bunch of shorts, and I've been posting them on my Facebook ministry, okay? And it's been of the mandate protests all over the world. France, Japan. Was it today or yesterday? New Mexico at a stadium. New Mexico. I was so proud of them because I was like, oh, New Mexico, don't fall. Don't be a petri dish. They've been tested on so much and messed with so much. I don't have any desire to be there. I just, skip that. So, but there was a whole stadium. It was one of their football bowls, college bowls or something. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. All of Mexico was like, yay. Yes. Okay, and Japan. France. Italy. Yes. Germany. Yes. Australia. Poor Australia. And so we just got to get our rallies up. We need to do it. We are the ones we're waiting for. We can't wait. We don't have okay. If we're waiting for Donald Trump and the White Hats to come riding in like the cavalry, they're not going to. And if no one's figured it out yet, it's because we have to do it. We have to do it. Otherwise, we're just going to follow like dodo birds off the edge of the cliff again and go extinct. We're going to end up right back here. We can't do it. We have to reach a tipping point. That's universal law, okay? Okay. So, compassion, detachment, and accountability and culpability for ourselves, okay? Not starting more hate and backbiting and what got us into this in the first place. No more of that. We have to be grown-up souls, highly spiritual, aware, treat others as we would like to be treated instead of how they treat us, okay? It's not going to work. That tit for tat shit doesn't cut the mustard. I was going to say, or the cheese. Anyway. Inside joke. Okay. So then I wrote down here just a few minutes ago, I was sitting down and I was thinking about doing this. And I'm like, well, what's your thoughts? Let's get organized, right? Okay. On the self-help angle, we each must be doing the inner work of the complete, unconditional love of self and forgiveness of self. It's in my playlist. I'll put it at the end of this video, okay? The soul self-help stuff is for real. And it's a foundation. And if we can't build up our own foundations, we have nothing to share with anybody else. Okay, so we have to do that first so that our understanding and complete love of ourselves can pour out unto the other souls around us because we'll have gotten it. Get it? Got it? Good. Let that sink in. If our cup isn't full to overflowing with those two things for ourselves, we're not going to be able to do it for anybody else. So that also holds hands with the release of the old and the toxic patterns, okay, at this time will bring clean and clear space and slates, like space and slates to write on, clean. We got to clear it out. You don't want to bring new stuff on top of the old stuff. Then you just hoarding. And you don't appreciate anything you have. And you can't do what was intended with it. And it gets all mixed up. And it's all tarnished. You know, it just makes it's not new. And so in with the new, out with the old. Let's do it the other way. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay? Because, the more we do each of these steps, unconditional forgiveness of self, unconditional love of self, letting people do their own journey with total respect that they get to choose. Okay? Releasing all the old shit and don't letting our pain bodies rule our lives. Our dysfunction from our childhoods that we're all grown up and can let go of now. Then we can manifest and make room for what we desire to bring into our experiences on Gaia, for Gaia, with Gaia, before 2022 hits. It's just around the corner. Oh my God. September's almost over. Can you believe it? I thought this year was going to take forever. It says in the Bible that the time will start going really fast, so as to not unnecessarily bring pain and suffering for a dragged out amount of time. It does say that. By the way, I'm going to start my other channel pretty soon. I may start 2 other channels, because you kind of got to separate religion and God talk away from everything else. If you're gonna talk to the Christians and the religious folk, and help break it down for them on a platform that they will find respectable, and legitimate. Okay. Personal accountability and culpability is required at this time. However, I think I just talked about this. Oh, so is shattering the socio-economical and the status, the bars, the status bars that we put upon each other, what we rate ourselves up against to see if we're good enough from the fucked up, the totally undivine matrix. We have to shatter that cage that we've allowed ourselves to be placed in, and that we've placed ourselves in, and that we put up to other people as a measuring stick. Guys will understand that better than girls, probably. Figuratively speaking. I mean, girls do it in a different way, right? We do it visually. Guys do it with who's got the more toys, who's got the biggest toys, who's got the biggest credit line, who's got the prettiest wife, who's got the prettiest fake fairy tale going on. I don't know. I don't do it either way, so I don't really know. So I can't really speak to that. Never did like it. I was going to get personal, but on that I don't need to. You all get what I'm saying. We've been caged within, and thereby stripping them off of. I'm just going to read it here. So is shattering the socio-economical and status parameters that we've allowed ourselves to be caged within, and thereby stripping them off how we rate one another in this mucked up undivine matrix, and allow the totally divine matrix to start settling in. If we're not willing to let go of the programming in the fucked up divine matrix, how can the divine matrix make an appearance? Anyway, those are my thoughts. Don't forget, all the world's a stage right now, and much of this is a play, and that's why your intuition and your discernment and tapping in with your gang, calling in your guides, getting to know them. By the way, let's do that. I'm not going to do a full. I did want to see if the angels wanted to say something to us. I'm going to scoot this back. So, okay. I missed you guys. I just couldn't. I wasn't in a place to be able to drop any videos. Been working hard. Having much adventure. Meeting many people. Expanding my horizons. Adding to my wealth of knowledge and experiences. And just following my energetic bouncing ball as best I can. Like everybody, you know. And hit the ground running tomorrow, but I'll probably wake up and do a reading, an oracle message, okay? So expect that in the morning. I've been like chomping at the bit. I just didn't have the resources, or I just didn't have it set up to do it. Able to know, like, internet, didn't have phone barely at all. It's kind of cool. Okay, angels, gang, you got something to say? One more time. Gang. What do we need to know? They're like, you didn't even ask us a question. Let's ask a question. Okay, angels. What do me and the souls watching right now need to know for this now, and whenever you're here watching, that's your now, okay? Can you give us some guidance or direction as we enter this full moon in Pisces? Please? One more time. Was that a good? They're like, a lot of practice. Okay, ready? That one? Okay. The other stuff? Okay. Oh, off the top. Honey. Let's see. 7 of Ariel. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Let's see. I haven't touched my card since I did my last reading up in Mount Shasta. Come on. I don't even know where Ariel is. Come on, Ariel. Ariel. 7. Your seeds are well planted. However, some plans do take time to develop. Now is not the moment to stop, as success is very probable. You may not see it clearly, but slow and steady progress is being made. Have patience. It's almost time. This is a good opportunity to pause and review how far you've come. Are things moving along as you planned? If not, what changes might you make in the future? If you're at the end of the project, don't linger too long finishing it up. The next success awaits your attention. Ooh. Purging, let it go, on to the next. We got to start bringing in this. We got to bring the divine matrix down, people. Come on. We got this. Y'all are ninja seals. Don't forget. Additional meanings of this card is a temporary pause, a welcome break in the action, pondering future strategies, and determination. Okie dokie. 4 of Michael Angel. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Yes, yes. That's these two all the time, right? We pulled them all the time in the previous months. Okay, 4 of Michael. Let's read it. I found it. Where did it go? Come back. It's time to take a break. The situation you find yourself in will not benefit from more action on your part at this moment. Step back. Let it go. It would probably be best not to even think about it for a little while. Resist the urge to challenge those who disagree with you. They are so good at this. My goodness. The key to success. The key to a successful solution is likely to arise from meditation or the unexpected epiphanies that come while on a quiet walk. The light will be better in the morning, and I will be able to read. Are you getting enough sleep? If you've been ill, make sure you take all the time you need to make a full recovery. Additional meanings: make time for yourself, take a vacation, pursue spiritual activities, seek relief from stress. Yes, yes. Okay, grounding is one of the videos in my playlist, okay? It's other than oracles, all right? Ooh, they're so good. I miss doing this so much. New beginnings. Archangel Jeremiah. There. Starting a new life. Finding your purpose. A forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Yes. That's everything we just said. Purge. Purge with the Pisces moon. Think about the new moon in March that we went through, that you went through. Everything that, the theme, the string of events and epiphanies or triggers, victories, falling short, reoccurring things, toxic behavior patterns, everything we talked about. Consider it. Start considering what you want to let go of and purge out of your life from a dysfunctional past that you don't need anymore. It doesn't serve you. You're bigger than that. They want to keep us fighting in pain for the rest of our lives. I respect your choice, whatever it is. But there's no need for that. I have to tell you, this side of that is pretty exciting and rewarding. And 0.0 point of joy is bliss. Okay, let's read it. They are so good at this. I mean, just look at that. New beginnings. I missed you, gang. Fun. I didn't miss them. I miss playing cards with them, though, for sure. Okay. And here we go. You are being called to renew your dedication to your life purpose. Each day of your life has led you to this moment. Now it's time to review your personal history and make changes that will take you in a different direction. Woo! Archangel, throat chakra, meditations, healing frequencies. Tune up all your chakras. Chakra, chakra, chakra. If one's misfiring, you're not going all the way. You can't go straight up if you're misfiring at your root or your sacral or your solar plexus. Okay? This is spiritual health care. And we're responsible for the health of our bodies and the health of our spirit. We're responsible for that. No one else is responsible for that. Book stops here, right? For sure. Let me start over. New beginnings. You are being called to renew your dedication to your life purpose. Each day of your life has led you to this moment. Now it's time to review your personal history and make changes that will take you in a different direction. Archangel Jeremiah can help you evaluate the past without harsh judgments. Take up your new destination with joy and confidence. I love this shit. Situations where decisions must be made will work out positively for you. Academic examinations, tests, and legal settlements have favorable outcomes. Additional meanings of this card: answering a calling, finding your purpose, starting a new life, perfect clarity, unlimited opportunities. Archangel Jeremiah is the angel who helps with life reviews. If you're seeking to take stock, this gets italicized. If you're looking to take stock of the past and how it might relate to your future, you can call upon Jeremiah for insight. Ask him for detailed steps you can take that lead to successful changes in your life. Ninja Seals. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I mean it. I love you. I do. I love me too. Don't you forget. You love you too, okay? Okay. Ciao for now. Peace.